In this video, I'm going to rank every single Fortnite victory umbrella in a tier list fashion. Let's get right into it. And I do just want to clarify before we begin that the main thing I'm going to be basing these rankings off of is the aesthetic. So how it looks basically and how it sounds when you glide. But yeah, those are going to be the two main things I'm going to be basing it off of. So the first ever umbrella, and I don't really have much to say. It is pretty plain looking, but again, it was the first ever umbrella, and in my opinion, umbrellas are definitely the cleanest gliders out there. And so just for it being the first, it definitely has to be high up, but it can't be too high because again, it is very plain looking. But I actually don't think it's ugly looking, so I think I would just put it in okay. It's okay looking, but other than that, that's really it. So next we have the Snowflake, and this is a classic. If you ever see someone using one of these in your lobby, you should probably be pretty scared. This is an OG. This is Chapter 1, Season 2, and it's clean looking, all right? It's clean. I don't think it's the best of the best. I don't think it aesthetically looks beautiful, but I do think it's super clean looking, and for that reason, I would put it in the clean tier. And next is definitely one of my favorites, Chapter 1, Season 3, Paper Parasol. So it was supposed to be this, I believe it was the Chinese New Year. That was kind of the theme there they were going for, and it looks great. It is a beautiful looking umbrella. It doesn't have any sounds, just that classic umbrella deploy, but I think it's actually really, really good looking, and personally, I would actually end up putting it in best of the best. I think it's better looking than the Snowflake, and I believe this is called Wet Paint. This is Chapter 1, Season 4, and I'm going to put it straight out there. I think it's either meh or ugly. This is not a good looking umbrella in my opinion. Doesn't really fit the whole superhero theme of Season 4. I get what they were going for with technique and kind of that spray paint graffiti vibe. I get it. But in my opinion, it doesn't encapsulate the theme of the season well enough. And I'm just going to put it in meh personally. And next is the Beach Umbrella from Chapter 1, Season 5. This umbrella is gorgeous looking, great looking, fits the summer theme perfectly. And again, that's how it's important that it fits the theme of the season well. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from the look of the umbrella, you can tell that this was a summer season. I think that's super, super important. I don't think it's meh or ugly. It's actually definitely better than that. I would probably put it between okay and clean. I would probably lean more towards it being okay. It's just kind of a basic beach ball design. Next is the Web-brella. Again, another one of those umbrellas that fits the theme perfectly. You can tell just from looking at it, this was a Halloween season. And although it wasn't one of my favorite seasons, I do think the umbrella is super clean with the spider web on top. I don't think it's clean or best of the best. It is good looking, but it's a little bit plain for me. So again, I would actually put it right next to the Beach Brella, and I would put it in okay. Next is the Chapter 1, Season 7 umbrella. Great looking umbrella, snow theme, obviously, Christmas, snowman, with the carrot on the top is such a perfect design for an umbrella. I don't think it's best of the best. It's absolutely in clean. It is a great, great looking umbrella for sure. And next we have the Palm Leaf, and this may actually be kind of a hot take. I actually think that this umbrella is in the best of the best, and it's for one reason. If you've ever used this umbrella, you know the sound that it makes when that umbrella deploys. It is such a great tune. It is a awesome umbrella, and aesthetically, I don't think it actually looks that great. I think looks wise, it would probably be okay or clean, but just adding the sound there, the first umbrella in my knowledge to really do that definitely puts it in best of the best. Next is Holographic, and I'll be straight up, I will say it, this is my favorite umbrella of all time. Right away, best of the best. I don't really know what it is about it. It just has that clean deploy sound. The fact that it's transparent, you can see through it. I think it fits a lot of the outfits. You can match a lot of the outfits with it. I just think that this umbrella is so good. And again, I wasn't even that big of a fan of Chapter 1, Season 9, but this umbrella is so clean. I hold it close to my heart, and so right away, I think it's the best umbrella. I'm going to put it in best of the best. Season X, as you can tell by the top of the umbrella, it has the X going across the top, which I do think is a clean design, and also I believe it has a little bit of a trail when you deploy it, if I remember correctly. Personally, it's a little bit plain looking for me. I think they could have done a little bit more, but the X is definitely a cool touch on top, and it's better than meh. And I would actually probably put it in okay. I think it fits with the rest of these umbrellas in this tier so far. Now we have Downpour. This is Chapter 2, Season 1, and I don't really get what they were trying to do here. I mean, I understand it's supposed to be kind of like a waterfall type thing, and that's pretty cool, but it doesn't really fit the theme of Chapter 2, Season 1 at all, and you'll see theme is kind of a big deal. We'll see that with the next umbrella. I think it's kind of plain. I think it's cool looking. I don't really like the sound it makes when it deploys. It's a little too loud, in my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would put it in med tier. All right, now we have Chapter 2, Season 2, one of the best seasons of all time. Let's get Classified underway. This is a okay umbrella. It makes a dope sound when you deploy it, but it does not look great. I think it's kind of plain. But again, fits the theme of the season pretty well. I don't think it's meh or ugly, but I don't actually think it's clean or best the best. I think I'm going to put it in okay, right next to our other umbrellas here. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the Fortilla Flyer, and this is kind of a tough one to rank because if, again, I'm remembering correctly, this was customizable. So by default, this looks awful. This looks meh or ugly. But once you kind of upgraded it, put on whatever you wanted to, did whatever colors you wanted to, you can make it look however you want. And I definitely think there is something to be said about that. I actually think that this could be put anywhere in the list depending on how you decide to build the umbrella. For now, I'm actually going to put it in best the best. Being the first customizable umbrella, there definitely is something to be said about that. Being able to put on whatever you want and make it look however you want. That was a great idea. I don't know why they haven't done it since, but definitely best the best for the Fortilla Flyer for sure. All right, this is the Chapter 2, Season 4. I believe it's the Mighty Marvel umbrella. You may have to double check me in the comments on some of the names of these, because my memory only serves me so well. But I think they could have done more. I think they could have done more. For a Marvel season, I think this umbrella is actually really underwhelming and kind of ugly, actually. I get kind of the look they were going for, but I would put it in meh. It is probably between meh and ugly, but I'm going to put it in meh. This, I believe, is the Bounty Umbrella from Chapter 2, Season 5. And right away, I'm going to tell you, I think it is ugly. I don't think it's that good looking. I do not think that it's a good umbrella to match with other skins. I do remember getting this and being so disappointed when I did. I think it is dirt ugly, personally, and right away, you can probably tell where I'm going to put it. It's going to go into ugly. And we might as well throw the Foundation umbrella down there in ugly as well. I mean, just so plain, so ugly. Again, I get what they were going for here, and it does fit the Foundation and his colors, but for such a massive character in the storyline like the Foundation is kind of a larger-than-life figure in the lore. To give him this umbrella, in my opinion, is super, super underwhelming, and I'm going to put it in ugly. Next is Invasion. I believe this is from the UFO season. Now, I know, as you can tell by the way it looks. This is a great-looking umbrella, and if it wasn't for one thing, it would go into best of the best. And it's just a little bit bulky up top. I don't know. It's a little bit thick up top. I get what they were doing with the UFO theme. It's a great looking umbrella. I'm going to put it in clean straight up. Now, this is the Chapter 2 Season 8 umbrella. And if you were on my TikTok, follow me over there. If you haven't, I did poorly rank this umbrella. But after further review and doing a deeper look into this umbrella, I gave it a little too much hate. This is a clean umbrella. This is a cool looking umbrella with the purple. I did not play this season very much, but it is a dope looking umbrella, and I'm going to put it in clean for sure. Now, another kind of 7 umbrella. This is the 7 Signet. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, it is ugly. Let's just throw it down in there. It is ugly, it is plain, it is boring in my opinion, and yeah, wasn't too excited receiving this when I won in Chapter 3. Kind of a poor start to Chapter 3 in my opinion. Here we go, another ugly looking umbrella. This is the Gun Umbrella, I believe, from Chapter 3, Season 2. Now, I will admit the black is okay looking. I think maybe you can move it up to meh, and I think that's actually where I'll put it. I don't think it's as as ugly as some of the ones down there, but it is pretty plain. And of course, plain isn't always a bad thing, but in this case, yeah, I don't think they did a great job with this one. One of my favorite umbrellas, the Battle Bloom from Chapter 3, Season 3. This season was just a great season, and this umbrella was the perfect way to cap it off. I remember being so impressed when I won a game and got this for free as the windbrella of this season. This is such a great looking. Look at the color, like the color on it, the sound it makes, the trail. It's just such a great one. You could probably tell where I'm going to put this by the way I'm talking about it. It has to go into best of the best. This is a beautiful looking umbrella. And this is the chrome umbrella, and I was actually struggling a little bit with kind of where to put this. I think it's ugly, but also it fits the theme of the season perfectly, and I like how the chrome kind of falls off the sides of it, so I can't really decide where to put it. I think I'm just going to put it in okay. I think I'm just going to put it in the middle because the gray is pretty dull and kind of boring, but again, that was the theme of this season, was chrome, so they did do the best that they could with what they had. So yeah, I'm going to put it in okay, but this might be a little bit of a controversial one. This is Chapter 4, Season 1's Peerless Parasol, I believe it was called, and wow, they nailed it on the head with this one. I think the whole ageless skin and the whole theme behind that and all the cosmetics that came with it were actually unbelievably amazing looking, and I actually think they get overlooked a lot of the times. This is a beautiful umbrella. This is such a great looking umbrella. I'm actually tempted to put it in best of the best, but I don't think it can go up there, but definitely will be in clean. If you were to put this yourself in best of the best, I would totally understand it. It is a great looking umbrella and definitely clean for sure. And another clean umbrella back to back right away. This is the Mega Umbrella from Chapter 4, Season 2. I'm going to put it in clean right away. I'm going to put it in clean. I don't think it's best of the best. A little bit too dull, I guess, to be in best of the best, but it is a great looking umbrella. I will say the one thing is it doesn't really fit the Mega theme that they had for Chapter 4 Season 2 that well, but it is just a great umbrella to look at. The pink with the little like star on top, kind of, it is good looking, and I think it deserves to be in clean for sure. The Nan umbrella. What else do I have to say about this umbrella? Again, I didn't like this season, but this umbrella is best of the best right away. They knew what they were doing making this umbrella with the crown on top. Man, if you run this with Peely, perfect combo. It's best of the best for sure. I don't think anybody is going to disagree with that one. And this is the Eclipse umbrella. Tough one for me to rank because, again, I didn't like this season. I didn't play it that much, but I will say this umbrella does look good. It looks good. I would probably, just off of base opinion, put it in okay. I can see if you were to put this in clean, I do think it could potentially be up there in clean, but definitely not meh or ugly. Definitely not. It is better looking than any of those umbrellas, but I think okay, middle of the road. I think that's where this umbrella belongs. The Time umbrella. If I'm right, this is from Season OG. A okay umbrella. I think they could have done more. Like, imagine if they had done an umbrella with like a slit from each of the OG season umbrellas. Like, that would have been insane. And I get what they were doing with the Time. It is cool, it is unique, but it's basically just the Season 1 umbrella just with a time put on it. Like, it's really nothing special. I think they could have done more, but again, I think that it's okay looking. So yeah, it's going to go into okay. And finally, we have the Chapter 5 Season 1 umbrella. And I hate to end the video this way, but it is ugly. This is a ugly looking umbrella. That is where it belongs. I mean, look at this thing. Dirty, like green, swampy, lime green color. Just put it in ugly. There's nowhere else you can put this. This is not a great looking umbrella at all. And that is it, folks. This is my entire tier list for every Fortnite victory umbrella, windbrella, whatever you want to call it, of all time. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about my rankings, what you would change, how you would rank it. I will leave a link to this tier list in the description below. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.